because I love y'all like that. You brought up Seattle. I'm gonna tell you straight up. We need Seattle and Vegas so New Orleans can move to the Eastern Conference, bro. Cause the shit ain't gonna work, man. The shit ain't gonna work. I guess it's the best time for me to introduce the trade I had proposed that people trying to kill me on. First of all, fuck off. Any of y'all who think that's a bad trade. Like ESPN said it's a good trade. Oh, they said it's a successful trade. I don't know if it's a good trade.
That's just because the money lined up.
Yeah, exactly. But I spent like 2 hours doing it, so fuck it. Give me some love. All right. So 3-team trade. And I'll give you every reason why the trade works for every team so people can stop bitching, King. The New York Knicks, they finally get Zion Williamson. They get Zion Williamson. Is it Brandon Clark?
Yeah.
And G Jackson the second. I guess. I don't know who that is, but G Jackson the second. That's who the Knicks get. Good?
Yeah. All
right. The Memphis Grizzlies, they get Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, Jordan Hawkins, Matt Ryan, and I don't know who A. Reeves is, but again, like he made the money right. So A. Reeves. Good?
Yeah.
The New Orleans Pelicans get Desmond Bain, Mikal Bridges, Mitch Robinson. Is it Michael McBride?
Yeah.
And Zach Edey. So look, this is why the trade works. New York and Zion finally get together. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all been trying to do. Zion can stop blaming New Orleans on being fat. My bad. I don't know if he blamed us for being fat, but the media could stop blaming New Orleans for Zion being fat. Like, now everybody in New Orleans fucking fat. You can say no to that fucking food. Like, stop.
I love that gumbo.
Like, you can either say no, cause tell you what, TD gonna try to feed you every time you walk past the fucking place, dog.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna give a fuck. She don't give a fuck how big you getting.
Bro. Like if I had that money Zion had, I could just eat whatever. Yeah, I probably would think 1,000 pounds.
If they pay you $40 million, you wouldn't.
Yeah, probably not.
You look like Bobby Lashley if they're paying you $40 million, King. Like,
really
let's be serious.
Really though.
So
they
look,
had to keep me out this gym. Bobby Lashley was like, "Damn, bro, like I hate him. Calm down."
Enough's enough, big fella.
You just gonna stay in the gym all your life?
So look, the Knicks get Zion, so they get a help, and I'm assuming Zion will be healthy. They got Brunson, Towns, and Zion, three all-star caliber players. They got in championship contention. The Memphis Grizzlies get a all-star scorer in Brandon Ingram to team along with Ja and Jaren Jackson. And they get Josh Hart to do the dirty work, and they get Jordan Hawkins for 3-point shooting and shit like that to replace Desmond Bain being gone. The Pelicans, they get rid of Zion and BI, so the BI contract situation gone, the Zion being held the shit gone. They start off fresh with a deep roster. They got CJ, they still got DeJounte, they got Herb, they got Trey. Now they got Mikal Bridges, they got Desmond Bain, they got Mitchell Robinson, they got Zach Edey. They got probably one of the deepest rosters in the NBA. And that's the trade I propose.
Now, only thing I disapprove of is good trade. Only thing I'm just like, nah, is I don't think Memphis will let Edey go. Like, they fuck with Edey.
Even for Brandon Ingram? And Josh Hart?
I think even for Brandon Ingram. Dog, teams really not trying to fuck with Brandon Ingram because they know he's too good to not get a max deal, but he's not good enough really for that max deal.
Well, so look, I know what you're saying, but I'm thinking like this. He go there this year, right? They do the trade. Him, Josh Hart, and Jordan Hawkins. That's a 3-point threat, a dude willing to do the dirty work, and a real at least 20-point scoring option. if Memphis make it to the conference finals with that squad, you don't think they'll be like, all right, BI, we're gonna try to get you at least a 2-year max contract and see how this work out.
Oh, I'm with it, but yeah, I'm just like
He's young enough to do a 2-year max.
It's just like from what I'm hearing, like Memphis really fucking with Eden, and it's like, but I mean, it might take a player like Brandon Ingram to swing to the tail.
And it's a package deal. It's not even just Ingram. Like I said, the Josh Hart, I felt like even if it's not just Ingram, you iffy on it, the Josh Hart and Jordan Hawkins thing, even the Matt Ryan thing, like that's some deadly, Matt Ryan and Jordan Hawkins, some deadly shooters. So, and then
I think they'll try to work Marcus Smart in that trade before they
I tried. That motherfucker make some money, boy. Goddamn. You know who I was trying to get rid of? I was trying to get rid of CJ bad as motherfucker. I had to add another team. Like, nah.
When I play with the PELS, that'd be the first thing I get rid of.
CJ make 33 million. Like, god damn.
Like, nah, nigga, you got to go.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got to go.
Now, this is gonna bring me right back to where I started. Even if they get that shit done, they still need to move to Eastern Conference because that's still not gonna be a team that's contenders because there's no star. It's like everybody's just good players. Like, yeah, we need Seattle and Vegas to get a team as soon as possible.
Or they get a competent GM that really actually builds a team, and I mean, the team.
I'm too busy these days, Keem. I know what you're trying to if at. I'm too busy these days, man. I was on a trade machine for like 2 hours. Like,
I mean, that's enough to go on your resume. I mean, you basically NBA GM already.
Fine. I'll put some calls in. I'll see what I could do.
I make a lot of trades on 2K. I'm gonna get into that. But
no, don't be upset if the starting lineup, Jalen Green, John Morant, Brandon Ingram, and Russ coming off the bench.
I'm with that because that's gonna lead into my topic. I feel like it's finally time to trade Zion and just start the rebuild. Like, I don't know what you could get for him. Like, obviously you got a nice little trade set up, and I think send that nigga to New York just so instead of gumbo and all that, the seafood potatoes, he could just eat a slice every day. You get him a slice and
Reuben sandwiches.
Yeah, that sandwich Peter Parker like getting it all smushed down and shit. Whatever you want to get, like get him the fuck out of here because it's like he had 1 year where he was an all-star and niggas was excited for him. Niggas was excited like, Zion this, Zion that. And it's like, just like cut your ties with him, bro. Just cut your ties with him. It's like, I still think they should keep BI. Just see what you can get for Zion and just go from there. Like, I don't want them to do a full rebuild, but I feel like if you could get CJ and fucking Zion out of there and I don't know, try to sign some niggas in the offseason or fucking take on. At this point, nigga, I'd rather y'all take on Zach LaVine bad contract. And, like, at least he there. Like, Zion, bro, it's like, man, they getting tired of this shit.
Well, you already know how I feel. We just got out of me getting rid of that nigga. I will, my first instinct would be get rid of Zion and let BI be the star. Like, and we're gonna give you a real test. Like, for the next 3 years, this team, you're the face of this fucking team. So whatever, you go to David Griffin, say what you need around you to make us a playoff contender team. If it don't work out in the next 3 years, we ain't gonna resign you. Like, Zion gotta go. I feel you on that.
And when I went to the Lakers game, a good bit of that game, B.I. was running point forward, and he had him in the game. And it's like, y'all need more of that. Like, you don't really need a traditional point guard.
That's all I've been seeing.
B.I. could really be on some point forward shit, and it's like, I don't know if he could be. I guess he'll have to be the face of the team. But I don't know if a BI-led team could, like, you be like, that's a championship team. I think it'll be a playoff team, but...
He 29, 26, something like that. Give him the chance. Like, give him the chance. Like they did it with Josh. They did it with Luka.
Like he had his chance because like Zion been out a long time.
No, son. No matter what, we always kept Zion right there as the face of the team. We never fully embraced Brandon Ingram as that guy. And I felt like that's one of the reasons he like, fuck it, I could leave. Like we actually just sit there and say, okay, look, we getting rid of Zion. We got these pieces that go around you. Like, what else you need to put us in the best possible? Like, we don't have to say championship, but with the best possible position you could put us in. If you can get us into a second round team, okay, good. Now we need to find out what piece is going to turn us to a championship team. Like, I mean, I would think he young enough to say, quote unquote, entering his prime. So, okay, if you're entering your prime, let's see what we could do. But if every time Zion hurt and we sitting there talking to Brandon, we had a 35-point game. Oh, you think y'all gonna be good with Zion back? Like, man, this nigga ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. It's about me. You know what I'm saying? I seen a nigga Cafe do mine eating beignets, man. He ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's crazy, but you could get a nigga like Habanero or something.
I don't know how that chemistry work with players that play the same type of way. I think about Phoenix and how crazy they look with two same type of players and how much Devin Booker took a step back.
I'm trying to see, like, I don't know, but I'm all for, like, we build our team and BI is our guy. And just, like you say, see what they get us.
I'll double back on the trade machine, my brother. I'll double back on it.
See what they get us. And
I keep saying get rid of CJ and Zion. I got you. I'm gonna go on a trade machine. I'm gonna get to work tonight. Hey. Fine. I'm already the producer of a podcast. I sell and buy things at my job, and now I'm a part-time GM. I might as well get
a pimp.
I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
Here's a good question: is Zion a bust?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't even think Greg Oden's a bust. It's just injuries. Like when Greg Oden played, he was pretty good. Like he was what they thought he was gonna be. Like he wasn't supposed to be no 20 and 10 scorer. He'd be like 15 points, 15 rebounds or some shit, or 12 points, 12 rebounds like that. And like when Zion played, like he show you what he is. Like he's not a bust. Like it's even hard to call Kwame Brown a bust. The nigga lasted 12 years.
So let me ask you this: is bust is only number one picks? That's the only people who could be a bust.
The only ones we care about.
Okay, I ain't know. I really was. I'm like when because the
like you could be a bust. You only a bust if you got the hype around you. Like you gotta either be the number one pick or you gotta go in the draft with a shitload of hype around you. Like Anthony Bennett was a bust because he was the number one pick. So I didn't hear Anthony Bennett's name until like 2 days before the draft. But I did follow college basketball like 10 years ago.
So what year we call it a bust?
Like, what you mean?
So all right, what year do we call Andy Bennett a bust?
Like after 2 years, it was clearly he couldn't play the game of basketball. He was at that level. So
we give him 2 years, then we hit him with the bust label.
Yeah, no more than 3.
Okay.
Like it depends, cause like you could barely play a couple years here and there, and you just don't have the opportunity. But if you broad daylight on Front Street and they just put you out there, and I mean, I feel like under circumstances, like maybe he could have gotten a better system, but he was playing for teams so well. He could have just went out and got buckets. Like, even if you putting up empty stats on a bad team, still show like, yeah, nigga, I could play in this league. Fuck with me. But he couldn't even show that.
All right, that's all I was asking. I don't really got much. I don't want to talk about these niggas like that. You know, I was just curious because when a chick said, when some nigga said Zion might be a bust, I was like, let's still call him a bust. Then I was like, well, what the fuck is a bust? And then what year we call somebody a bust? You know, but
Zion would have been a bust by now. But
yeah, I give him that. When he on court, he
That's what I'm
punished.
saying. Like, even at his best year, he was an all-star.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't really call him a bust. He just injury prone.